Assalamu alaikum everybody, peace and blessings. My name is Seemee Khan and I'm a poet. Today I'm going to share with you my story, a little bit of background in how I got to writing contagiously. It was on the 12th of February 2013 when I first started putting together my poetic thoughts one evening. It was after 12 midnight. And 15th of February is the death anniversary of my father, and at that time it was 26 years, God bless him. And I would always feel a kind of sadness leading up to this date. This particular year, I not only thought about the wonderful unconditional love we mutually shared during his lifetime, but I also questioned God's love for us as humans and my own ability to love him back as he deserved. I'd read somewhere that his, meaning Allah's or God's love, is even greater than the unconditional love we get from our parents. So this was important to me in my spiritual development and part of my journey of getting closer to God. And this led me to the start of my writing of poem after poem, which I call a poem explosion or a poem frenzy. The first one I wrote was called Unconditional Love. I have posted it on Facebook with some images, etc., which I did on 15th of February, dedicated to my father. But this poem is actually not only about my father's love, but it's actually about the love that we get from Allah. So let me recite that for you now. It's called Unconditional Love, and it's from my Affairs of the Heart and Soul collection. My father's unconditional love is the mightiest love I thought I would ever have. But today I strive for a different kind of love, even mightier than I have ever experienced as a mortal. I seek eternal love and acceptance from my Creator. I seek a desire to be drawn closer to him so that I may know my own soul and the purpose it was created for. I thought the best unconditional love I could have was the relationship I had with my father. But in reality, as one grows spiritually, one realizes there is another everlasting love which far outweighs the physical love of humans. It is our love for Allah that I yearn for, and the questions I ask myself: am I good enough? Will I be accepted? Will I be forgiven? Am I obedient? And the inferiority questioning goes on. Then I think to myself, Allah loves us like no other loves us. He shows us his love in everything we do. And if we are truly in love with Allah, we will see this and realize we are at the beginning of our love affair with Allah. Subhanallah, I love you, Allah. So this poem, I would say, was the start of my falling in love with Allah and recognizing his bounties and his blessings. So I'm going to recite the second one that I wrote, because that particular night I wrote 3 poems in one night. And the second poem is actually called Soul Destroying. So this is what my soul went through at the time that I was writing these poems in one night. So my soul wasn't at peace, and I attempted to identify the reason why. While writing Soul Destroying, it was as if my soul was speaking to me, which it had really done many times over the years, but this time, it was only this time that I actually started listening to the echoes of my soul. And that's the miracle that I found in myself, that I could listen and I could actually pen down what my thoughts were. And that's what I'm sharing with you today, because I think we are all like-minded souls sharing the same thoughts and feelings. This particular poem, Soul Destroying, it's about finally understanding the purpose of the soul and knowing what one needs to do to bring oneself closer to God, with the hope that it's never too late. It's about breaking away from the love of this life as the primary focus and trying to live our life without destroying our soul. Very deep, I know, but I hope that you'll be able to relate to it as I read the poem. So the poem is called Soul Destroying, and it's the second poem I wrote in the Affairs of the Heart and Soul collection. I sit and ponder and think of all the relationships I have. Relationships with people, jobs, objects, success, and so on. These relationships and attachments are responsible for the imbalance of my soul. The realization that the soul was created purely for the worship of Allah, and the fact that so many souls are stranded and starved of their purpose, is itself soul destroying. But it's never too late to pursue our original state, that love for our Creator which was innate before our birth, where we served only Allah. Our rights have been torn away from us and replaced by dunya, a weak replacement for the strong-hearted and those already searching their souls, for this is the only means of a peaceful soul. O Allah, guide us all to nurture our souls so we may find you again and be among the souls who are favoured by you. Anything less than this will be soul destroying. Amen. So this poem is about the lost soul which yearns for its creator to accept it. It's about the realization that without a relationship with our Creator, we are lost. Our soul is lost, and it needs God's love for comfort and peace. So I hope that you enjoyed that poem and could relate to it in some way. The last poem that I'm going to share with you is called Destitute, and I'm not going to give it an introduction, I'm just going to read it to you. In the sense of the word destitute, the meaning that the definition I have is more like lost. So it's about being lost, destitute. So let me recite that one for you. You have a right over me, and you alone. You mean my world to me, my hereafter, my final destiny. I yearn for you, for your acceptance, for your forgiveness, for your guidance. Without you, I am insignificant. Without you, I am destitute. You are the light of the life cycle of my soul. I want to deserve you with an unconditional feeling. Bring me closer to you in any way you see fit. Shield me in the shadow of your arms as I realize this is the ultimate comfort I seek. O Allah, make me one of the ones you guide. Remember me when I remember you. Show me your love when I reach out to you. Drown me in remembrance, but let me swim in the hope I may be reunited in your presence. For I am destitute if I don't have you. Amen. Well, brothers and sisters, there you have it. The first 3 poems that I put together in this collection of Affairs of the Heart and Soul. I have put together and written 31 poems in this collection, and inshallah I will be releasing them all very soon in a book. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and share this video. God bless you all.